Hi everyone and welcome back to Art with Miss Choate. If you're new to my channel, what we do here is we make art out of the simple things we have around at home. So today what we're going to be using is crayon and paper. I think most people have a single color of crayon and paper, and if you don't, go look in the recycling bin for some paper because I know I'm constantly running out of paper. I use so much paper. So it's okay if you have to use a piece of recycling for this project, just as long as we can fold it into quarters. So go grab some paper and a crayon and let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do, you don't need to start with a square piece of paper, but I would recommend if you want to fold up your corner and then you can cut away your extra. I've done that in past videos. We're going to, and I'm using a scratch piece of paper, we're going to fold up as a hot dog or hamburger. It's really the same thing because it's a square. We're going to unfold and then we're going to fold again. So we're going to make 4 equal areas. So when we open it back up, we have 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have our 4 squares. We're going to draw a design only in this part with a crayon. I would recommend a dark crayon. And we're just going to draw in this one spot, and it can be anything you want. So I'm going to do a wavy line, maybe a wavy line that follows that one, maybe a line up. And it can be anything, it could be circles. I'm just going to keep it kind of abstract and geometric. Once you're happy with it, I'm just going to trace over it again, make it nice and dark. Then we're going to fold it over and we're going to rub right here where we drew with anything that's hard. So a popsicle stick, the back of like I'm using a paintbrush. I'm going to rub, rub, rub. And you can see it barely transferred it over, but I can see it enough that I'm going to draw it. I'm going to trace where I see that pencil mark. Try to be as careful as possible. You want it to look exactly the same. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that same thing where we make sure it's nice and dark. And then we're going to flip it over and rub again. Now you might need to redo this area, give it a little bit more, especially if you notice there was some that didn't transfer as nice. Go ahead and hit those areas, draw on them again. Now we're going to fold it in half and we're going to rub all along all of it now. Be careful that you're holding your page firmly because you don't want to rip your paper. And you want to make sure you get all of the area. You can always open it up, check it. Okay, I see enough. I can see it just barely. So now I'm going to draw it again. So I can just trace what I see. It's very light, but I can see it. And there we go. Now I have my symmetrical design that I can color in with watercolors. I could color in with crayon, however you want to do. But I think I have some watercolors right here. And I'm going to give it a nice little wash. And because I'm doing crayon with watercolor, you'll notice the watercolor does not stick to where the crayon is, so I really like doing these two things together. So there we have our crayon symmetrical rubbing. So I hope you had fun making your crayon symmetrical rubbing where we just folded it over. I think mine came out really cool looking. I could imagine doing a bunch of these, like kind of small, and arranging them maybe on a canvas all together. Could be a really interesting way to use this simple technique where you do one little corner and you turn it into this beautiful design. So I hope you had fun. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Write in the comments below. Did you like it? What do you want to see in the future? I'm always all ears. So let me know what you want me to do next. And remember, if you haven't already, hit subscribe because you don't want to miss another video, right? I'm sure you don't. So let me know in the comments below how it went for you. Bye, friends.